Matapos ideklarang nagsara na ang kanyang kumpanyang nakakuha ng prangkisa mula sa Kongreso, sinisi ngayon ni Batangas Representative Leandro Leviste ang gobyerno kung bakit nangyari ito.
So balitang crying Leandro Leviste na naman tayo dahil tila bising busy ang Solar Boy Genius kahapon sa kanyang media tour. At frankly, kailangan siyang ma-expose for the fraud that he is, an entitled Nepo fraud baby. Dahil lagari siya sa kanyang mga interviews kahapon, lalo lang niyang inilantad ang sarili. Sa interview niya kina Alvin El Chico at Doris Bigornia, sinisi niya ang gobyerno sa failure ng kanyang mga solar companies kahit na nabiyayaan na siya ng sandamakmak na prangkisa at kontrata noong panahon ni Digongyo. How's that for red tape? Isang 25-year franchise na super bilis na inaprubahan na may monopoly sa ilang areas at may kasama pang eminent domain at may dosi-dosenang kontrata at pribilehiyo pa.
That's the nature of the business, na lahat man po ng mga kumpanya na kilala din ninyo ay nagpaplano at gusto sanang kumita kung magtayo ng bagong planta, pero dahil sa hirap ng pagnenegosyo sa Pilipinas at ginigipit nga ang ibang mga namumuhunan ng mga opisyal, ang lumalabas, hindi lang ako, buong industriya, hirap at kinakansela ang sariling mga proyekto.
Alam ba ni Crying Leandro ang ibig sabihin ng red tape? Sinabi niya lang yan for PR kasi hindi siya challenge ng mga interviewer. So bakit siya feeling entitled? Why is a politically connected Nepo baby who easily cornered government privileges now whining about red tape? Either he's lying o bobo lang talaga siya.
But then right now, your very person is being questioned with what the Department of Energy has exposed.
Sa interview naman niya kay Miss Karen, mas lalo niyang inilantad ang sarili bilang self-entitled, lying fraud na walang sense of accountability.
So you have critics saying that these contracts you've benefited from this. We're talking about now the solar contracts that that government had handed to you. You've benefited through this by the influence of your mother, through nepotism, and yet and you've defaulted from these contracts. So, for example, in 2024, they were expecting 14,000 megawatts from your company, but supposedly Solar Philippines only produced 174 megawatts. Is that correct?
There's many responses.
Okay, go.
First, it's not 14,000, it's a lower number.
Okay.
Second,
do you know the number?
actually they're using different metrics
Okay.
based on the types of contracts, but there's also no offtake for anywhere close to that number. There is no assured support for the project being given for these projects.
Sabi pa niya, there is no assured support for the project being given. Are you serious?
There is no assured support for the project being given.
Binigyan ka na ng sandamakmak na kontrata na halos laway lang daw ang puhunan, tapos gusto mo pa ng assured support at guaranteed na profits? Sinong ordinaryong negosyanteng Pinoy ang may ganyang pribilehiyo? That's not entrepreneurship, that's crony mentality. So yan ba ang ibig niyang sabihin ng red tape? Nahihirapan siyang i-deliver ang mga kinorner niyang kontrata dahil walang assured support? Napaka-entitled, spoiled Nepo brat.
Why did the DOE then cancel 32 or 33 of your contracts?
That is the nature of the business. When you don't proceed with investing in a project, you have the contracts terminated.
So why didn't you invest? What happened?
And this is what happens when crying Leandro faces someone who actually did her homework.
Yeah, anyone that would ask about the industry could tell you that at every step of the process, you have to convince people to sign government permits and the...
But one would think you wouldn't have that problem. Your mother is a powerful senator. The fact that you got all these contracts, you already have viewers thinking it's because of your mother. So to use that now that you had a difficult time doesn't match.
Kudos to Karen for slapping him with reality. Ang tanong ni Karen, bakit ka nagrereklamo ng red tape kung halos hindi ka naman nahirapan sa pagkuha ng kontrata? Dito na nagkabulol-bulol si crying Leandro, muntik pang maiyak at umiwas sa tanong.
What is it?
It's difficult doing business in the Philippines for everyone. But again, the fact that we're even discussing this on a show that is of matters of public interest is, I think, very curious because I'm just explaining. I did not receive money from the government
Yeah.
and then did not do the contract.
I think that's clear.
Walang nag-aakusa sa kanya ng tumanggap ng pera. Kaya tama si Karen sa pagsabing, that's clear.
So then if it's a question of why did I not proceed to invest billions of my own money for planned projects, then that's not really of public interest because
It is because you became part of the national power plan.
that is a stretch.
Okay.
Because
Pero saka siya nag-gibberish ng generation is not like distribution or transmission where you are a monopoly. What?
generation is not like distribution or transmission where you are a monopoly. If you are the monopoly provider of electricity at the detriment of others to do the same, then may tungkulin ka na mag-operate.
Gusto mo ng guaranteed monopoly? Ang mismong mga kontrata mo, binibigyan ka ng monopoly sa ilang areas. Gaya ng binanggit ni Ombudsman Boying Remulla.
May connection niya sa Duterte government. 2019 yung franchise. Imbis na i-bid out mo sa 20 providers ng solar, binigay mo sa isa. Halimbawa, mga PESA companies. Meron kami actual case sa Cavite. 40 hectares of rooftop. Nilagyan na lang ng solar. Ayaw bigyan ng fit. Dinelay ni Kusi yan. Ayaw nilang bigyan. Kasi
Naka-allocate na yun.
naka-allocate na.
Naka-allocate na.
Allocable din, grabe.
Yun, naging allocable.
Naging allocable.
Alam mo, 2008 ranking yung franchise. Di, naging allocable yan mga 2018 pa lang.
Allocable din pala.
Oh.
Hindi ka pwedeng pasukin ng ibang players sa service areas na na-corner mo. That's monopoly. Klaro na kung ano-ano na lang ang pinagsasabi ni Crying Leandro dito.
So again, why are we even talking about this on a public affairs show? But if we are talking about
I think it matters
No,
because
no,
the issue
actually,
is who government gives contracts to.
Wonderful question.
Yes, but then let's finish this first. We will go back to this.
Let us have another discussion on the list of all the winners.
At nang i-challenge ulit siya ni Karen sa failure niyang mag-deliver kahit may koneksyon at pribilehiyo, dito na nag-snap si Crying Leandro.
Of DOE auctions, not only for solar energy, but for all kinds of renewable energy. Ayoko lang pong madamay ang buong power industry, Ma'am Karen.
Bigla na siyang maglabasan ng baho mode at blackmail gibberish. May audacity pa siyang magbanta na baka mawala sila sa ere.
Pero pag mabuksan natin ang mga winners ng lahat ng mga DOE at ibang power supply bids sa buong bansa, baka we will be taken off the air.
That's rich coming from a Nepo baby who owns 10% of ABS-CBN. Veiled threat ba yan kay Karen?
I think napanood yun po interview, no? Parang yung red tape daw, this is how you do business in the Philippines. Kaya eventually, sinara lang yung kumpanya. I don't really know what happened, no? Dahil medyo hindi ganun siya kalinaw magpaliwanag. Okay, pero it's not an excuse.
No, we have so many investors. We're one of the most popular in the whole world in investment destination for renewable energy. Actually, we are Bloomberg ranked as number 2 in the world.
Ang totoo, kino-corner umano ni Crying Leandro ang DOE contracts para ibenta later at binulgar na yan ni DOE Secretary Sharon Garin.
There's a flipping in the sense na, di ba, yung mga bumibili ng lote, tapos inupuan lang, naghihintay ng the right time to sell it at the right price. Na? Yung parang nagsispekulate na siguro in a few years to tataas tong presyo nito. I'll buy it cheap and then I'll sell it high.
Nang walang bumili sa mga kontrata niya, wala siyang ginawa. Sinubukan pa niyang i-donate ang ilan para ipasa ang burden sa ilang LGUs at iwas multa. Ngayon todo reklamo siya ng red tape, pero bakit ang MGen Meralco na bumili ng kanyang SPNEC ay natupad ang mga na-corner niyang kontrata at naging successful? Ayon kay Garin, ang SPNEC lang daw na tinayo niya ang naging successful after ma-acquire ng Meralco Group.